Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? So today I'm test driving the new Honda CRV SUV. So this is a C-segment SUV. So as you know, with Honda Malaysia, they recently dropped the Accord sedan. So the Accord sedan is no longer on sale. So the Honda CRV, to me personally, is the new flagship of the company. Okay, the full spec one like this, the RS PHEV, retails just slightly below 190,000. Okay, so this is the new flagship lah for Honda Malaysia. So upon getting into this car, what is my first impression of this car? So as you know, the Honda CRV for the latest one is no longer available with the base 2-liter engine. So you have 4 variants: S, E, V, and of course this one I'm driving, the top of the line RS. So everything else is 1.5 turbo except for the RS. The RS is using a 2-liter acquisition cycle naturally aspirated engine and is paired to the electric motor. So this combo, okay, this engine combo is the same that you will found in the Civic RS hybrid, the smaller little brother lah. But in this application, it is put into a C-segment SUV. So my test drive for today is solely on my experience with the hybrid system. Okay, so with the 1.5-liter turbo, that will be another video. Okay, so my first impression getting upon this car, the electric motor is indeed a very powerful electric motor. On paper, the torque is nearly above 300 kilonewtons of torque, and I can feel it. If from a standstill I mash on the throttle, the car felt very effortless. Getting up to speed is not really an issue with the CRV, especially this hybrid version lah. Okay, it almost feels like I'm not driving such a large SUV. If you look at the CRV from the outside, it has grown. Okay, in terms of its width as well as length, it is bigger than the old CRV. But driving this car inside here with the effortless acceleration, I don't feel like I'm in such a big SUV. Okay, now in terms of comfort inside here, I think the cabin is relatively isolated. Okay, not a lot of wind noise, and in terms of visibility, I can safely say that there's no weird angle in this car. The side mirror is mounted on the lower window sill, so visibility at the A-pillar is relatively good. And then the A-pillar itself, I noticed this with a lot of Honda cars, they are thinner. Okay, so that does improve visibility. So in terms of the spec of the Honda CRV, the base model CRV unfortunately only include fabric seat, and the seat is manually adjusted. You want power seats as well as leather seats, you have to upgrade to the E-spec and above. And I'm happy to report also that once you upgrade to the E-spec, the power seat is both the front passenger and the driver seat as well, right? And then in terms of other spec, for the E-spec and above, you do get automatic power tailgate, alright, and then leather seat as mentioned. Now stepping up to the V-spec variant, so the V-spec variant actually mechanical wise, it adds you all-wheel drive system. Okay, so the base S and E-spec is only front-wheel drive, right? And then for the V-spec and above, you do get 360-degree camera, okay, as well as interior ambient lighting. Alright, so for the base 2 model, you don't get this thing lah. Okay, but not to say like the base model is bare to the bone. You do get a lot of stuff still on the base model. LED headlights is available. Okay, Honda Sensing, okay, active suite of driver safety is available. 7 airbag, including a driver's knee airbag, is standard equipment across the range. For the infotainment system here, it is the floating style, okay, mounted on the dashboard. For the base model, it is slightly smaller, coming in at 7.5 inch. E-spec and above, including this RS variant, you will be getting a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system. So the infotainment system includes Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. And for the E-spec and above, the Apple CarPlay is wireless. Okay, so that is good to know, right? And then reserved for the top of the range RS, which is the one I'm driving now. Most of noticeable is that the inside of this car, the headliner for the RS, you're getting black color. It does make the car feel rather sporty compared to the regular spec. The headliner is lighter color. And then also reserved for the top spec RS, I am noticing Bose audio system. And from the catalog I read, it says there 12 speaker. And then for the V, E and S model, you only be getting 8 speaker, right? The interior of the Honda CRV, I would say the CRV is still, it's still commit to its responsibility as a family SUV, in which that I feel like this cabin is one of the most practical cabin in the segment. I just have a lot of place to store whatever, my phone, my drinks, okay? The door cut at the side here is relatively big size, and then the glove box is also quite big. So the CRV to me, doing its job as a family SUV, is still doing it quite well. There's so many place for you to just chuck whatever you have. Okay, the center console over here, the armrest, it is soft touch, and then inside there it is huge. Okay, you can even hide a laptop inside here, not an issue. And then you do have a small what do you call that, tray inside there. Now the Honda CRV, in terms of its practicality, it is also still the best in class. The back boot space, I can safely say, is the biggest in class. It is really big back there. The middle seat, you can fold it down and basically transform the CRV into a load carrier. And then not only that, the rear boot, I'm happy to report that the loading height is quite low, so you don't have to lift your bag so high up to put your stuff into the cabin. Now in terms of exterior design of this CRV, personally I like it. Okay, I like it even more than the previous model. I feel like the new CRV, especially in this RS grade, it has this really muscular look that the old model was lacking. Like the old one was screaming housewife or mummy mobile, like that. Okay, but the new CRV with its sharp angular lines, it does look rather muscular for an SUV. The RS variant kick up the style a notch with the body kit, with its body colored, which is nice. The black color gloss wheels. Now I am a bit disappointed about those wheels. I was hoping that Honda would bring in the slightly the 5-spoke design, which is available in the Thailand and Brunei market. But fortunately for the Malaysian spec, they only bring in the what do you call that, the gloss black but single spoke. Okay, but it's okay lah. It's still different from the regular CRV. Okay, back to the exterior just now. Like I said, I do like the exterior from the back. The previous car has the element of a Volvo, but I saw this somewhere. This car at the back, it kind of looks like a BMW 1 Series, the latest 1 Series. If you park it right next to each other, it will look exactly the same, and that is not a bad thing in my book. Okay. Definitely that the Honda CRV, the current design, it looks very prominent on the road. It looks aggressive, it looks macho, right? And personally, I do like the overall character of this car now. My only gripe is that for the base CRV, you are getting slightly smaller wheels coming in at 17, and then you have certain body parts that are not colored, okay, unfortunately. So if you are getting the CRV, for my book, spec wise as well, the lowest you can go is E-spec. At least with the E-spec, you do get power seat, okay, leather, power tailgate, okay, the bigger touchscreen. Alright, so if you are getting the CRV, the E-spec is for me the lowest you can go. Sitting at the back of the CRV, again, I'm happy to report it is very family friendly back there. I love the leg room. Okay, the headroom is also quite good. You have a USB charger, both C and B, and then you also have rear aircon vents. That is quite good lah. And another thing I like is that if you look at the ceiling, the light in the ceiling is no longer that traditional car lighting system. It's using capacitive touch, and the light itself is LED. I don't know about you, but this light reminds me the light in my house, you know, like in the ceiling, where it's like just circle like that and then cut into the headliner. So it does look quite premium, and I do like how that looks inside the car. Okay, you just give it a touch, the light will light up, and then you tap it again, the light will turn off. So good on Honda to think of small things like this lah. I do like it. So in terms of tech, in front of me, I do have a LCD screen. I'm not really sure is it 8-inch or 9-inch. I'm gonna double check on that. But I do like that in the middle of the screen, it's almost like Tesla-like in the way of its graphic. And I do love that there's a small CRV in the middle there. Every time when I do something, like if I press the brake or I turn on the signal, the car inside actually illuminate. You know, like the brake light turn on and then the signal also turn on, and then it is so nice. And then following the road lines on the road, it actually shows you as well like how far off you are from the road lines on the left and on the right. And then not only that, it can also detect other cars if you are in automatic cruise control mode. So it can detect what is in front of you. Like I said, it's almost like Tesla-like in terms of its what do you call that, display. And I think it's quite nice lah. Okay, it does make you feel like, oh, at the price point, you are paying significant amount of tech in your car. On my last note of the Honda CRV, my short driving impression of the RS variant, I still think the CRV is at the top of its class in the C segment category. Yes, it is more on the pricey side now, but the car you're getting is, I would say, complete. Space-wise, I think it's still the biggest C segment in the category. And then tech-wise, yes, I know the China cars now are definitely getting better touchscreen and tech and stuff like that. But it's not to say like the CRV is really like far behind. Okay, you have 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and then you have the very big LCD screen in front of you as well. The Honda sensing, I would say, is very good at what it is advertised. It does the job quite well, keeping the distance with the car in front of you and keeping yourself within the lane. So I think Honda sensing again is one of the better ADAS system that's available in the market. Okay, so if you are in a market for a C segment SUV and you have the budget for it, I think there's nothing wrong with the CRV. You buy one, it will probably serve your family very well. It is very plush, very what you call this, capable car. The interior might not be as wow as some of its competitors. Okay, even with this top spec model, it is quite dark inside here. All right, and then the interior, the top part of the dashboard and in front of you, it's still soft touch, so it does give you a sense of premium. Okay, yeah, the Honda CRV, I still think that this is the C segment SUV benchmark.